Hey there everyone, it's FluffyPinkYak, and today's battle is against a dude called Pumas from the Average Asylum chat room. And before we start, let me just put something in perspective for you. I have two Blazerkins, that Salad Reversal one that I just showed you, and the one that I have been using, the Life Orb one with just 4 attacks mixed Blazerkin. And I was very tempted to bring the Salad Reversal one in this match. But then I decided against it because so many people are running T-Tar at the moment, it would just get owned by Sandstorm after enduring. So I stuck with the one I had. And this comes back to bite me in the arse so hard later on. Oh my god, you wouldn't believe it. But yeah, it was a very good battle with Mr. Pumas. He leads Aero and I lead with Jirachi. And right here I'm very tempted to change the item on my Jirachi, because it has an Ochre Berry, and I'm thinking I should put like, what do you call it, the berry that stops ground attacks doing so much, because leads tend to have ground attacks a lot more than they have fire attacks, with the exception of course of Heatran and Infernape. But yeah, in my experience I always get hit by a ground attack if I run something with Ochre Berry, and then the Ochre Berry is useless. So that's something to consider. You live and you learn and all that. He gets a crit U-turn on the Rotom, but I stay in anyway because I thought he'd go for a pursuit, and that would have screwed me over if I tried to switch out. So yeah, better to get damage on Scissor than just losing Rotom for no reason. Scissor comes back in as I go into my Snorlax, and I hit it with a Choice Banded EQ. And Scissor is such a monster that it lives the Choice Banded EQ. What the hell is up with that? So he goes for a superpower again, or is that the first time? I think that's the first time. He goes for a superpower, hits Jirachi, which I had the Death Fodder, which is unfortunate because I'd like it to wall dragons. So yeah, I T-Wave the Scissor now, and he gets Power Hacks first turn, which is nice. I believe he withdraws here, fearing that I may just set up on it, and he goes into his Heatran as I go for a safe Dragon Claw. That's fine because I know if he's timid Scarf that Dragon Pulse will not kill my Dragonite, because it is extremely bulky, as you will see. It lives on 105 after a Dragon Pulse, and I get a Thunder Wave off from that Heatran, which is great for me because I can do whatever the hell I want. Roost, Earthquake, and I just go for the Earthquake for the hell of it. And he goes into, I believe, a Gengar. Yeah, he goes into the Gengar to try and take on my Dragonite. I'm presuming it's Scarfed because Gengars always are. I live with 10 HP from the Thunderbolt and Roost, which is why I love Dragonite. It's so bulky and so awesome. And I believe I go for a Thunder Wave here, which he predicts nicely and goes into the Scissor, which is already screwed. So on the plus side, that's gone. Probably could have roosted there actually and saved myself some time. Anyway, he goes into Salamence now, gets Intimidate, and unfortunately I'm not going to live a Draco Meteor because this isn't actually a special bulky Dragonite, it's just max HP and defense. So it's more like a physical wall, which no one really expects. And yeah, it's replacing my bulky Salamence, so we'll see how that goes. Did a pretty good job at taking a Dragon Pulse and a Thunderbolt. Anyway, I bring in Levi's, the Gyarados. Unfortunately he has a Zapdos waiting, and that kind of screws any plan I had to take on the Zapdos because I don't have Stone Edge. I don't even have Ice Fang actually. So yeah, he's obviously going to do something like Thunderbolt me. So I go into Snorlax, but he roosts up, and that's a real bummer for me. On the plus side, I know he's going to withdraw now because he can't touch Snorlax. So I get off a Choice Banded Pursuit, and that does a lot of damage because it's a crit, even on a physical wall. Mence comes back in, and that's going to obviously scare me out, fearing some sort of physical move. I believe he goes straight for the Roost, which sucks for me. I really didn't want that thing to have Roost, because a mixed bench is dangerous enough, but when it can heal itself, that's just a total bummer. So I'm going to take the chance to DD up, because otherwise this Mint is going to sweep me. And I'm really hoping I get a power hacks on this bounce. Otherwise I'm in a lot of trouble against Mint. Does a nice chunk of damage after the +1, but unfortunately I can't take the Draco Meteor. I've actually survived Draco Meteors on my Gira before, so I don't know, maybe it's got a different EV spread or something with more special attack. Or maybe the stealth rock damage was enough to seal it. Here's my Snorlax with a Brick Break, which is going to do a nice chunk, but I just go for the self-destruct, kind of hoping that he would go into Zapdos, because that kind of would screw me over. Yeah, we're down to, well, it's 2v1, I've got Drumstick, and this is where I really regret not having the Protect one, not the Protect one, the Endure one with Reversal, because if I did bring that one, I probably would have won after the Zapdos took the Stealth Rock damage. But it was a very good game, Puma, so yeah. Bye bye.